So basically all of our products, as you know, are all natural, okay? Always has been, always will be, okay? The products that we use, the granular for tick and mosquito, the granular for deer, the liquid for deer, the liquid for tick and mosquito. Did I already say that? Tick and mosquito, all natural. So none of our products have any aquatic setbacks, okay? So it is a contact spray. Has to hit the tick or the mosquito in order to kill it, okay? It's if the bee lands on it and takes off, nothing's going to happen to the bee, okay? He can go back to the hive and he can, you know, run with all the other bees and everything else. A traditional pesticide, microencapsulation, basically gets on the plant, okay? Think of it as millions of tiny little microscopic marbles, okay? Rain hits it, whether it be rain, dew, any type of moisture, okay? Mosquito lands on that leaf, mosquito takes off, mosquito dies. Bee lands on that leaf, if he makes it back to the hive, wherever that bee walks and other bees walk, they're all gonna die, okay? Because it's just, it's not good, okay? The residual is usually 90 days, okay? So when you see these companies out there like Mosquito Squad, Mosquito Ranger, whatever they may be, spraying an insecticide, they're overspraying the label, okay? Our product, like I said, contact spray. So if that bee makes it back to the hive and another bee touches it, nothing's gonna happen to it, okay? We have, like I said, no aquatic setbacks. If you have mosquito area that has water, okay, you can spray right on that water. Now, I tell everybody, if there's a koi pond, don't necessarily go spray in the koi pond, okay? Yeah, just use a little bit of common sense and say, okay, I'm not gonna spray that, okay? If you have, you know, a koi pond that's not a koi pond, it's just a big mud hole, yeah, absolutely spray it, okay? What our product's gonna do is gonna break the surface tension. Now I have this here. Basically, ticks or mosquitoes need surface tension in order to survive, okay? They breathe underwater, okay? Before they hit this is the first stage. This is first end star. Here's your egg raft. First end star, I'm not an artist, okay? Second end star, third, and then fourth is when they break out, okay? There are other insecticides, or BTI, which is a aquatic insecticide that only affects mosquitoes, will kill them from 2 to 3, but not from 3 to 4. Because from 3 to 4, they stop feeding. Okay, they're getting ready to break out of their shell and become mosquitoes, okay? But we can spray on the top of the surface. When we do that, the mosquitoes are hanging upside down, breathing through their breathing tubes. And when we break that surface tension, the mosquito's gonna sink and drown, basically. Okay, did you know that? Yes, okay. BTI will, but our product, because we don't really use BTI, is just spray on the water. Yeah, it's really good. And our granular product, if you had some granular product and you had a catch basin, you can throw a granular product. When that hits the water, the oils separate from that. That will break the surface tension also. Okay, and the mosquitoes will sink. So, also another good thing with our granular product that I did late summer that worked really well. You guys, we've all had party sprays, right? I've sprayed for the party spray, and then I took our granular and I spread it with a spreader around the perimeter of the patio and the area and the lawn and along near the woods, and that helped keep the mosquitoes away. Now going to ticks, same thing. Our tick and mosquito product will do ticks, it'll do fleas. Contact spray has to hit the tick to kill it, okay? We turn over the leaf litter like it said on the video. Turning over, getting the product down to where the ticks like to be. Okay, ticks don't jump, they don't swim, they don't fly, okay? There's only one way a tick gets on you, and that's from brushing up against you. Ticks sit on a piece of brush, and they just have their arms out like this until you show up. They sense the CO2 that's on our bodies, and they start what's called casting. And they just start waving their arms like this. All of a sudden, boom, they catch on. They have hairs going the opposite way on their legs. They catch on to you, and off you go. Now remember that ticks are loaded with diseases. Okay, you've got Lyme disease, which is probably the most prevalent, okay? Babiosis, the new one, alpha-gal, so you'll never enjoy another hamburger. So as I tell everybody, listen, you guys are our number one asset. You guys are out there spraying. Check yourself. You know, if you're not spraying yourself down, you're doing yourself a lot of just disservice. Okay, spray yourself down. It makes a huge difference. I had a tick on my beard, which I thought was an ingrown hair, and it turned out to be a tick. It was swollen. It was awful. But anyway, because I didn't really check myself. Okay. So crevices, groin, buttocks, whatever it is, armpits, okay? If you have kids that play outside or whatever, if you hunt, you fish, even if you fish, you're walking along stream beds, you're walking through the woods to get to that great fishing spot, guess what? This tick's there.
On pets, are there any restrictions on the timing for the dog to come back out, the cat,
that's a
children?
Good question. Yeah, that's a good question. Do you guys hear him? If there's any timing on, like, should pets go out? After we've sprayed, we always say that there's no evacuation necessary when spraying our product. I've had both companies, I've had Stop the Bites, I've had Nature's Mace tell me, no, they can go out and not have to worry about it. So I've also had Stop the Bite say, oh no, you should leave them in till it dries. I've been told it's more of so the dog doesn't smell like our product.
So either way,
yeah.
It's not because it's a risk to the pet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, our tick and mosquito product contact spray, and that's important when you guys get in front of the customer rather than saying, I don't know what kills ticks, Mrs. Jones. I'm not sure what it does. Well, you know, give a little bit more insight. Educate yourselves more. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when they hang up the phone in the office and that client signs it off and it comes back and we put it on the schedule for you guys are the customer service professionals, okay? So the more you know, the better off you're going to be.